In today's video, we're going to be talking about how to use artificial intelligence or AI to save you a ton of time, a ton of money, and blow up your video marketing in 2023 and beyond. So if that's something that interests you, make sure to give this a thumbs up, a like, and watch this entire video. This is way longer than what I normally do in our long form YouTube videos because there's a lot to talk about. I'm also going to be sharing tools. I'm going to be doing actual step-by-step tutorials with you. It's going to be a lot of fun. For those of you who don't know who I am, my name is Amanda Abea. I'm the founder of Make Money Your Honey. I am one of the top female sales trainers online. And on this channel, we talk sales, we talk marketing, we talk mindset, and we talk systems. All the things that you need to make money your honey. So if that's something that interests you, make sure to subscribe because we have like a lot of content coming out on this channel, and I'm going to be using AI to blow up my video marketing in 2023. Now, if you also want to check out some of our other stuff, you could check out all of our available classes, free Facebook group, all that stuff. It's in the description. I'm also going to be giving away a free content marketing calendar that you can use on Notion, one of my other super favorite tools. So the information for that is below, and I will put it up here. Okay, so here's the thing. If you're new around here and you don't really know who I am, a lot of people have come to know me in the last couple of years as a really good sales trainer. That's what I've done, especially in the last, since 2019, I've really just been kind of a little bit more behind the scenes, with systems and trying to scale a business and trying to train team and employees and just a lot of like not necessarily fun things for someone who is more naturally creative, but hey, I have a big vision and you got to put in the work in order to bring your vision into fruition. What a lot of people don't know, if you found me more recently, is I actually spent 8 years as a content marketer. I started as a blogger, and then that blogging turned into me writing articles for financial companies and getting paid for it. I also did spokesperson work. Basically, I was a machine for pumping out content back in the day. I would spend Monday through Thursday writing content for my clients, and then I would spend Fridays trying to do the content for myself. And when I tell you it was a lot of work and a lot of output, it's actually one of the reasons I had to shift business models, because as much like the only way for me to have made more money was to take on more clients and work more hours and pump out more content, and it just was not sustainable. So I ended up shifting business models. I started teaching people how I built the first business, and then I really started becoming known for sales training, and then I kind of went behind the scenes like a hermit. But now all those things behind the scenes are done, and I'm ready to come back out and do a lot of what I love, which is the content creation. So I tried that in 2022, and here was the problem. I did not have all the time in the world, so I decided to try and hire that out. And what I quickly learned when I tried to hire that out was that I do not have an Alex Hormozy budget or a Grant Cardone budget or a Gary Vee budget, because as I just mentioned, there's a lot of other things that go into running a business. So when all this AI stuff started coming out recently, I was like, thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Age of Aquarius. Whatever is going on here, thank you so much. Because with artificial intelligence, I can double or triple my output. It does not take a lot of time at all, as you're going to see, and you save a lot of money. So compare tens of thousands of dollars you would have to pay professionals every month to do all the video content that you need versus free or $15 a month tools that can basically do most of the heavy lifting for you. I mean, hello, this is like a gift from the heavens for every freaking business owner, for every content creator, for anybody who needs to do mass marketing. AI is a gift. It is a gift from the gods. I know a lot of people are like, oh, I don't know how I feel about that. Well, I know how I feel, and I'm freaking excited. So with that being said, let's actually jump into what these tools are and how I'm going to be using them to blow up the video marketing in 2023 and beyond. Hey everyone, and welcome to a very, very highly requested video of how AI is going to save you a whole lot of time and money and blow up your video marketing as we head into 2023. Basically, Hello and welcome to a very highly requested video, how to use AI to save time and blow up your video marketing as we head into a new year. AI is all the rage in the online marketing spaces. I've been playing around with it for the last week while I've been under the weather, and I am so thrilled and so excited that this is in the marketplace because it's going to make our jobs as business owners easier. It's going to make our marketing easier. It's going to make it easier to do output, and it saves you a ton of money. So the audience really requested this. I posted on Facebook, hey, I posted that I was testing AI, and people were like, what are you using? What are you doing? And I was like, boom, YouTube video, let's go. So let's dive right in. So you're in the right place if you know you need mass marketing, but you don't have the time or the budget. I've been there, right? I really understand what that is like. I have spent thousands of dollars a month on video support, between finding keyword research, between writing scripts, between editing, posting, all those things, easily 5 figures a month. If you look at the Grant Cardones and the Alex Hormozis, they talk about the importance of output, but they're also spending tens of thousands of Grant's probably spending 6 figures, more than that maybe, on video support, and not all of us have that. That being said, we still need to be doing mass marketing. So if you're looking for ways to be more efficient and more productive, who is not always looking for stuff to do that? I'm obsessed with being more efficient and more productive. You're going to be a huge fan of AI for your video marketing, and also if you want to blow up your visibility. Okay, so grab a free gift. I have a Notion content marketing template that is totally free. You guys can grab it. The link is in the description. This is how I stay organized with all of the marketing stuff going on in my business. Okay, so very quickly, you may not know who I am. Given how popular this topic is, and I'm good at SEO research, there will be a lot of new people who watch this. So I've been a digital marketer for over 10 years. I have almost 100,000 followers on social media, an email list of thousands. I built my first business as a financial expert. I worked with companies like Discover, TransUnion, Capital One, many more. I've also been in sales for 14 years. I've done everything from fundraising to recruiting to starting 2 businesses. I'm the daughter of Cuban immigrants. I've been featured in Forbes, Huffington Post, Business Insider, Inc., many more, and many more to come. I'm the founder of Make Money Your Honey, which is a marketing and sales training company. And basically, we teach you the art and science of persuasion. We teach you marketing with free videos like this, and we also teach a lot of sales skills. So we'll teach you the digital skills, and we'll also teach you the people skills. And we've become very known over the years for helping people triple their revenue while working half the time in 90 days, just by being smarter about their marketing and sales, and just by getting the hard skills that they need. So here's what we're covering. We're going to be covering what AI can do for your marketing, and I'm also going to be showing you some tutorials as I actually do it myself. So I'm going to be showing you exactly how I use certain tools, and you're going to basically see me, like that brain exploding emoji, you're going to see it in real time in this video. So here's why I'm excited. As you can see, I've been in digital marketing since 2010. I've done all the things. I've blogged, I've podcasted, I've done videos, because I'm a naturally very creative person. I love to tinker with these things. And I'm also a business person. I understand the value of marketing, and I understand the value of video. I've experimented with a lot of things there as well, including, spending way too much money on this stuff. And I'm not opposed to investing money. I'm just always looking for ways to work smart. And as a business owner, a lot of the things that you do is you're always looking for ways to cut costs and still get the same result. You're looking for ways to run things very efficiently. So I'm excited for AI for a lot of reasons. Number one, video marketing is where it's at in 2023. It's kind of been where it's at since 2020, but more than ever, you see a lot of everybody really coming behind the short form. And, if you're not on video, like, you're on the struggle bus going into 2023. It just is what it is. Between Reels, TikToks, Shorts, long form videos, doing podcast videos, all those kinds of things, videos where it's at. It's the best way to build authority. Number two, you can increase your output with the amount of time you're going to save. I'm going to be showing you in this video just how much time you can save. It is wild the amount of time you can save, and it's wild what the AI can do. in order to save you that time. You can slash your marketing budget with the money saved, literally save thousands of dollars per month. Thousands of dollars per month. I'm not an alarmist, but I feel like video editors and content marketers who are contractors are in a lot of trouble. And I'm going to tell you why. The reason I believe that is I'm a business owner. I've spent money on marketing needs. I've invested money over the years. And honestly, I would rather do things for free or almost nothing and get more output than pay someone thousands of dollars to get less output. It is what it is. You know what I mean? Like, when you think about it, it's like, do I want to pay someone thousands of dollars per month? The results are kind of lackluster, not really getting what I need out of it. Plus, the output isn't that great. Like, I'm not getting enough output, and then that costs me even more money. Or would I rather use AI? It literally does the heavy lifting for me, and I'm going to show you how it does that. I can do more output, and it'll cost me either zero if I use free versions at the time of recording this, or like what, 50, $100 a month? Yo, I'm going with the second one, especially if you're like me and you actually understand marketing. I was a marketer for 8 years before I was teaching people how to do sales. So especially if you're like me and you understand marketing, this is very, very exciting. And I see a lot of marketing budgets getting slashed and a lot of profits going up. Okay, and then finally, the AI does the heavy lifting for you. It'll do titles, keywords, scripts, blog posts, emails. It makes the editing so much faster. Let's get into it. Let's actually show you how this happens. Everyone, welcome to the next section in this tutorial on how I'm using AI to blow up my video marketing. So this is a very cool tool that I'm using right now called Descript. And basically, Descript is a video editor. It started as only podcasting, and it just makes life easy, because if you've ever tried to do video marketing and you've never messed around with iMovie or Final Cut Pro or any of those things, maybe you're like me, and maybe you are a very creative person, but you hate the little details and the editing part. You know it needs to get done. You've outsourced it, and it burned a hole in your wallet or your marketing budget to be able to outsource all the video stuff. But at the same time, you know that you need a lot of output for video, especially going into 2023. So I've become obsessed with finding the most efficient ways to do it. And AI is one of those ways. And the editing process specifically is what takes so freaking long. The creation for me is easy. The scripting is easy. It's the editing for me that is the most irritating and the most time consuming. And this is a very cool tool called Descript that you can use to really make the process very easy. So all you got to do, by the way, I'm using the free version right now. So even with the free version, you can get quite a lot done. So what I did is I uploaded one of the videos for my YouTube channel. You can see my crazy curly frizzy hair there. And what it does first and foremost is that it'll automatically transcribe it for you, and the transcription's pretty good. So I will use that transcription, and I will use that as a blog post on my website to get extra SEO juice, because search engine optimization, although it never really went away, is pretty much making a comeback. It's coming back. So if you haven't been focusing on SEO over the years, now is the time. So I will take the transcription, make it a blog post, easy peasy. Now let's get into the editing. So what's really cool about this is it just makes the editing so easy and so much faster. So the first thing I would do is I would just go into anything that needs to be deleted. Maybe it's like extra stuff that doesn't need to be there. So that's the first thing that I would do. And let's say I wanted to delete something. All I would need to do is literally delete the text, and then it would automatically edit the video. So that would be step number one. So I'm just going to do a skim real quick while you guys are watching. And by the way, what I'm doing right now is one of my content hacks, which is that I document everything. So if I already have to edit this video for my YouTube channel, then I'm just recording myself doing it, and then I'll use that as another video on my YouTube channel, because tutorials perform well on my YouTube channel. So 2 for 1, work smart, not hard. Okay, so let's see. So let's get into All right, I'm just skimming real quickly while you guys are watching to see if there's anything that I need to delete. Okay, so far so good. Okay, so it looks like it's okay. I mean, there's definitely some things that on the blog post I would just have to make sure things are spelled quickly, but it doesn't look like there are too many ums. Actually, there's barely any ums. So if I wanted to delete them, all I have to do is literally delete it and it would get deleted from the video. That's literally all I would have to do. So watch. Okay, so as you can see, there was an there before that you would have heard, but I literally just deleted it and it was deleted from the video. Let me see. Okay, there's another that I would get rid of. And I'm doing the ums manually right now. If you upgrade to the paid version, there's a way for you to just get rid of all the ums in one spot. But I'm actually kind of impressed. I didn't do that many ums in this video. There's another one. Okay, so that would be an example. Like if there's anything you want to delete from the video, you would just delete it from the text and it's done. Now let's say I want to add, I don't know, maybe some B-roll. Where would I want to add some B-roll? I just saw an area. Here's an area where I might want to add B-roll. So if I want to make a new scene, all I do is add a dash. Oh, I would get rid of right because I have a tendency of saying that. Okay, I don't think it's... Okay, so I just made... That's one scene right now. Let's say I want to add B-roll. I would go to media, video, and I'm talking about what if social media goes away tomorrow. So I would probably want somebody frustrated or crying. See, like that one. This guy's literally looking at his laptop, freaking out because his Facebook ads account probably got shut down. So that's what I would add there. So let's play it from here. So boom, see, I've added in some B-roll and then that makes things more interesting for the viewer to watch. So what I would do is I would go in through here, I would add other instances of B-roll. Now let's say I want to add some text. Here's how I would do that. My name is Amanda Abaya. I've got a scene there. Oop, nope, too much. Hold on. This is the one I want. Should make another one. Oop, hold on. So let's go to this part here. I would maybe want to add in some text. Like maybe I want to add in some text of what my name is. So here's the title, Amanda Abaya. Maybe I could go over here. I could play with the fill. I could play with the border. I could also play with a background. I could do live text. This is super cool. I'll show you this in the stories. But you could do like literally like a karaoke type of thing where like whatever word is being said, that's the word that's being highlighted. I've used that on my stories quite a lot actually, or on my reels. So that would be an example of how to add in text and you could do it super quickly. I actually don't want it, but I just wanted to show you that as an example. So that would be another thing that you could do very quickly. I'm taking a little bit longer because I'm showing you what I'm doing, but once you get the hang of this, like you get it done pretty quick. Now, let's say I want to make a story, right? Or I want to make a reel. I want to do short form videos. One of the most irritating things about editing video and making shorts out of it is it takes forever to find the area and then you got to do a split cut and it's like a whole thing. So this actually makes it super easy. So let me find maybe like one tip I talk about in this video. Okay, so let me see this sound. Trying to find a good tip that I could use. You're too scared to ask for the business because you don't know how to do it properly. So let's say I want to turn that into its own like quick little clip. I would just highlight it and then I would go into duplicate over here, new composition, open. I can resize it, video settings, portrait. I would like fix it to make it work for a story or a reel. And then, with stories and reels, captions are it, right? So what you would do is you would go to text, you would go to captions. I would move it. For this one, I actually do like to use the karaoke thing. I think it makes it really great. So live text, karaoke. I would change this to one of my brand colors versus that blue. And then this is what that looks like. And then if I wanted to add stickers, if I wanted to add gifts to just make it more entertaining on the reel, then I could do that as well. And it's already here. So on the free version, you would get access to the first 3 for free. I have found that to be pretty much enough, to be honest with you. You can also add in images to make it more appealing to people, but it's really quick. It already has everything here for you. And then you just export the video file and put it everywhere that you need to put it. So basically what this has done is that, it cuts your costs for video editing. If you were to use the paid version of this at the time of recording this, it's like what, $50 a month maybe? And then I'm using literally the free version right now, so it's costing me nothing. And then the hardest part is literally pressing record on your camera and going. But this makes the editing super fast. It makes the repurposing super fast. And then you could just move on with your freaking life, or you can double your output. So this is one of the editing tools that I'm using that's just making things super simple to be able to put a lot of video content out and do it very quickly and edit things in a way that are appealing to the viewer. So this is another cool tool called vidIQ, and it basically does all the thinking for you, which I really love. Now, it really only does all the thinking for you if you already have videos on your YouTube channel. I've been experimenting with YouTube for some time, although not consistently. I do have enough data for vidIQ to tell me basically what to do. And this is a huge time saver because it uses AI to analyze your channel, tell you what ideas are going to work on your channel. You could do AI title recommendations. It basically does most of the heavy lifting for you, because previously what you would have had to do is use something like Keywords Everywhere, or just like do a bunch of keyword research. And like, I run a business, I don't have time. And again, paying somebody else to do all that stuff was burning a hole in the budget and not producing enough results. So first thing you're going to see is the channel stats. And I'm not going to go through like a lot of stuff here, only because this does so much. And I'm trying to keep this video kind of to like the most important things you need, rather than a bunch of details that really aren't going to get you anywhere very quickly. So as you can see, my videos and the views in the last week were about 6.3 thousand, which is pretty good. That's an increase of 125%. My retention is also up 16.9%. Watch time is down about 4%, 39 total hours. I think a part of that is because I've been sick this week, so I haven't been able to do live streams, which usually my watch time goes up really high when I do live streams. So that'll probably boost back up. Now, the things that I am most interested in are retention and watch time. Views I care about because part of the strategy going into 2023 is you get attention with the short form, which is the shorts, and YouTube's really pushing the shorts. So, and I can tell because I've been posting about 3 a day and it's like exploding my channel very quickly. So I care about watch time and retention. Those are the two main things I'm really worried about, because that's what YouTube cares about. Now, part of what gets you the watch time and the retention is making sure that you're doing the actual right videos. So one of the things that I love off the bat is that vidIQ gives you daily video ideas. So I started making a list in my Notion, actually, because I started collecting some of the ideas that vidIQ was telling me about. So I started doing this yesterday. I made like a whole thing. By the way, you can grab a completely free Notion content calendar that I created. I will put that in the description for you guys if you want to stay super organized with your content marketing needs. Okay, so I actually started making like a running list because I'm not doing a daily video right now. That would be awesome if I could do that, but I'm not doing that right now. I've got too many other things going on. But what I'll do is I'll make a running list. And what's so cool about daily ideas is that it'll tell you based on statistics for your channels what's going to perform really well. So for example, 7 genius sales tips from the top women entrepreneurs would do really well. I would probably pull some advice from Bethany Frankel or something in that video. How to triple your sales in 10 minutes or less would probably perform very high. View prediction would be super, super high. So all I do is I start collecting these in a document in Notion, and then boom, like I don't have to think about ideas. It's pretty much done. You could also go to keywords. It's telling you what the top trending topics are right now on YouTube. And it also tells you what they are for your channel, which entitled people getting owned made me laugh because I don't recognize a lot of these things. And then, rising keywords, we just had the World Cup, Argentina versus Australia. Look at that. The volume change. So crazy. Top search terms for your channel, top keyword opportunities, rising keywords. It'll tell you what's going on YouTube to kind of like capitalize on those things. You could go to SEO. This is super cool. And what it'll do is that it will pull videos from your channel. Now, most of my videos I've already done the SEO for over the years, so it's not really showing me very much. But I'm going to test this out with newer videos where I'm not really going to do the SEO. And the idea is that it'll pull the video here and then it'll tell you what kind of tags to put, how to improve the SEO. And then you could go to channel-wide tags. See, it's not going to show me channel-wide tags because I've actually done a pretty good job at this. It's just I've been doing it manually up until now. And it's so time-consuming. And that's why I keep freaking quitting YouTube, even though I know there's a massive opportunity there. So these are all shorts, but if I had longer form videos, it would show me the tags that I could use. Right now, these tags look like super random. So I'm very interested to see what it's going to do once I have longer form videos. But the idea is that it'll tell you what tags to use for your channel. And then obviously the more data it has, then the more accurate it's going to be. The other thing that I like is that it looks at your competitor and what they've got going on. And you could kind of see, I was so happy to see Social Proof and Earn Your Leisure and Myron Golden. Like all three of those kind of surprised me. Like those are things that I listen to. So it's interesting to see how my subscribers, like that's what they're listening to too, which is kind of awesome. I also saw some law of attraction stuff there, but basically it'll show me comparisons with the competitors. Sometimes what you can do is if you could see a video, let's say like one of your competitors has, I'm just going to use one of these, let's say 203 subscribers, but then he gets a video that has like 4 million views and it's recent, then you should probably do a video on that. That's a quick little tip there. And then there's an AI coach. And with the AI coach, I literally write a YouTube script. I'm just making stuff up here, right? Give me 5 video ideas, marketing trends 2023. Boom, boom. There are the titles. I don't even have to think about the freaking titles. I might, check them for SEO and stuff like that. How AI will transform the digital marketing landscape in 2023. Boom, that's the title of this video right freaking now. Done. Okay, I didn't even have to think about it. It did it for me. It's awesome. So that's a really cool too. vidIQ does a whole bunch of other things, but I just kind of wanted to show you the basics. All right, and then the final tool is chat.openai.com. This is totally free, and basically you just type in the chat. So you could say, write a YouTube video script for best manifesting tips 2023. Writes the whole freaking thing for you. It's magic. It's completely magical. First and foremost, it's important to understand what manifesting is all about. Like, this is genius because it literally sets up the context and then it does the points for you. The script's already written. Do you know how long it takes to do this stuff? And then once the script is written, like, you don't even have to do the transcription stuff. Like, I could actually just use this as a blog post. Now, what's interesting about this is what I showed you in Descript, I actually made that script myself before I had discovered the AI that would just write the script for you. So what I would rather do is I would write the script first, kind of like I'm doing right now. This ends up being the blog post. And then when I record, I use this script. It would save so much freaking time. And then what you do is that it basically hits up your SEO. You've got your script done. You can pull a description from, you can pull titles from here. You can pull tweets from here. There's so many things that you can do. And the AI basically does the bulk of the work for you. So all you really got to do is show up and record and then clickety click in a few different places and you have all your marketing needs done. I mean, it's fabulous. I'm so excited about this.